Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I must admit, I'm a bit late to this party. Deathless Thanos has been out for about a week now, and in that time, every single possible piece of content relating to this character has just about been made. I will still, however, endeavour to bring you something new. And I was thinking as to what that might be when it hit me. A race between Deathless Thanos and the 7-star king of raw damage, Adam Warlock. Who can get through Labyrinth of Legend Star-Lord the fastest? No synergies, no suicides, no boosts, 7-star rank 3 apiece. Place your bets, it's going to be closer than you think. Let's get into it.
So, I had absolutely no idea how this was going to end. It really could have gone either way. I know from personal experience that Adam Warlock is absolutely busted in long form, medium form, and short form content. But I also knew from playing around with Adam with Deathless Thanos, that he was going to be some competition. Now, Adam Warlock was my first ever 7-star rank 3. I got the 2-3 gem from Necropolis completion, and then I got Adam from the Gifted Guardian's Crystal in Banquet, and just throughout last year he's been destroying content, especially in Battlegrounds. If he hasn't been banned, he's been doing things in about 30 seconds. But it hasn't always been the easiest relationship with the state of the AI. He's a champion where you can't parry. If you parry, your ramp disappears. So you need to intercept, but the AI doesn't always allow that, and I've had several instances where I just get smacked with a light attack, and therefore a full combo, because the AI messes around, which really isn't very fun. Now, everybody already knows how Adam Warlock basically works, but I'll run through it quickly. You break the opponent's block with your second light attack or something, and you enter your sovereignty counter. You need to build from 10 to 39 hits, and if you parry, you lose all your ramp. After 20 hits, you gain a precision buff. After 30 hits, you gain a fury, and after 40, you lose that fury and all the other buffs, but you gain another fury, which lasts a lot longer, although it is a bit weaker. If you throw your SP3, you gain another fury. So in this fight, I elect to go for 2 SP3s before cycling into SP2s, and I've just been talking. Star-Lord is already over half dead. So that ramp is completely done now, and Adam, well, you can see, is hitting damage cap like it's his job. Using that stasis pod to get easy openings, and 42k light attacks, like it doesn't even matter. And I think the only thing that slows Adam Warlock down is just the bit in between his ramp here. That's going to be his main weakness, because if you hit damage cap every single hit, you're going to be tough to beat, as I miss breaking Star-Lord's block with my special attack. But you're going to be tough to beat, so the only hope Deathless Thanos has here is the bits in between Adam's ramp. So will this SP2 be it? I don't think it will be, just about, though. But what will the final time be? 48k medium to end it. What will Adam Warlock achieve in this fight? It's going to be a 2 minutes and 23 seconds. What can the Mad Titan pull out to compete with that? That is one hell of a score. As I said, the king of raw damage in the cosmic class. Let's find out what Thanos brings. Now, the thing to keep in mind about Deathless Thanos is that he's not going to be hitting the same enormous yellow numbers on every single basic hit that Adam Warlock was achieving, but he has other ways of absolutely skyrocketing his DPS through the ceiling, through his permanent corrosion passives that he gets on his SP3, and the potency of those passives can be increased through these fury buffs that you can see me gaining now, up to a maximum of 8. So, as far as I can tell, this damage can go on forever. He can just keep throwing SP3s, and he can keep applying corrosions, and his DPS just goes through the roof. But we're only going to see a tiny fraction of that in this clip, and believe me, he only needs a tiny fraction of this, because this is going to be one damn fast time. So applying the Armor Shatter, all of these effects, if I keep using my counterpunch charges, will remain permanent for the entire fight. I am now ramped. All I need to do is add on my DOT, And once I think I throw 2 or 3 SB3s, which may sound like a long and arduous process, but actually it's pretty quick with his Energize, I can start cycling SB2s to put on a few temporary but much more potent corrosion passives to really melt the other half of this Star-Lord. So currently he's down about a quarter of the way there, and you might say that Adam Warlock has a bit of a lead at this point, I think if you showed them side by side. I'm not going to do that just to keep the suspense, but yeah, just getting rid of the passive AI, just please throw your special, throws it into the next SB3, we have our second corrosion. This DOT is going to pile up, and this is how Thanos is really going to make the difference back for when only a 36k medium. That's tragic. Mid-champion needs a buff. Kabam, for real, we've got to do something about this. Anyway. Will Star-Lord cooperate? No. Will Star-Lord cooperate? Thank you. Will I start throwing my SB2? Not quite. Not quite. I decided I needed a third corrosion. Imagine these corrosions are sort of pit stops. You need to make them to make your overall race time better. But you have to stop momentarily. Once I start cycling my L2s though, which is soon, there we go. Now my damage is going to skyrocket. 9 temporary corrosions, and look at that DOT. Star-Lord, well, ceasing to exist, which is quite an appropriate turn of phrase. Now he's down below 15%, and I haven't got very many sentences left before Thanos finishes it out. But will it be good enough? Will this be good enough to topple the king of raw damage in the 7-star Cosmic class, Adam Warlock? He finishes up his combo. He throws his SB1. The fight is over, but what is the time? We need to know the time. That's a very nice celebration, by the way, but what is the time? I'm leaning forward in my chair, I tell you. It's a 2 minutes and 29. 2 minutes and 29 seconds. 6 seconds separates two champions over 3.3 million health. Wow. I really don't have any other words. Wow. And keep in mind, Deathless Thanos is a defender. Just imagine my closing thoughts of this video. Imagine Maestro doing this. You can have it both ways with Deathless Thanos. You can use him offensively and just stun your opponents with 51,000 K scores in Battlegrounds. Or, if you don't fancy that, you can just leave him on defense and ruin their day. You can have it both ways. No biggie. He's just that busted. Absolutely fantastic character. I'm very much looking forward to taking him to rank 4. And I think that's just about all I have for you in this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have made it this far, bye-bye.